fact that a person is generous does not automatically make them respectful, because generosity and respect for others are two very different things. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about another thing I consider an early sign of a controlling partner. And the reason I'm doing the early signs of a controlling partner is because I believe that if we can spot the signs very early, we can save ourselves from the torture and pain of dating or getting married to a controlling person. So the sign I want to talk about today is how exactly does this person treat other people? Because a controlling person has always been controlling. They didn't just become controlling because they met you. They've always been controlling. They've always had that mindset of entitlement that makes them feel that everybody should do their bidding. So you want to watch very carefully how this person is treating other people. And I'm going to go into, some categories of people I think you should watch out for. But before I go into that, there's something I want to clarify, something I think a lot of people miss, especially in the beginning of a relationship. And the first point is that the fact that a person is generous does not automatically make them respectful, because generosity and respect for others are two very different things. So many people can be blinded by the fact that, oh, this person is always giving. He gives tips. He's always quick to give out tips when they go out. He donates to a charity, foundation, or even owns one, or he's just always quick to give. Okay, the fact that this person is a giving person, is a generous person, does not automatically make them respectful people. So don't be deceived by their generosity. Watch how they treat other people. Number two, the fact that a person is lively, is the life of the party, is someone that is able to cheer everybody up, or the fact that someone is very charming and charismatic, does not also make them respectful people. So because someone knows how to make everybody laugh, they have the right jokes, they know what to say at all times, they generally know how to pull a crowd. So they have a lot of people always flocking around them because, they have that kind of vibe that sort of, makes everybody happy and all of that. It does not necessarily mean that they are respectful to others. So please don't be fooled by the amount of people they have flocking around them, or how charming they are, or how charismatic, etc. Respect is something that stands on its own and cannot be replaced by any other thing. So let me go into the group of people I think that you should watch out for. Watch out for how your partner treats this group of people. Now, I will say first that you start off with people that your partner has known before they met you. How do they treat the people that they have known before they met you? And one of the groups they've known before they met you are their friends. How do they relate with their friends? How do they treat their friends? Are they controlling towards their friends? So you can try and, go out together with their friends, invite their friends along, or just go for any kind of gathering with their friends. Watch the way that they talk to their friends, the way their friends relate with them. If you notice that they are that once in a while they are condescending towards their friends, and I'm not talking about just regular friendly humor, right? I'm talking about them just once in a while being nasty, or making fun of their friends, or just doing things that are not right to their friends. That's a sign that you may be dealing with someone who is controlling. Now you may say, it's someone that is controlling. How does the person have friends? The person may have friends for other reasons. I already said the person may be generous, so they may have friends around them because they are generous people. I already said the person may be charming, charismatic, so that's probably why they still have a lot of friends. But are they respectful to their friends? Watch the way they interact. Are they really respectful? Are they controlling when it comes to their friendships? Another group of people that you should pay attention to, I would say, is how do they relate with their family members, their siblings, especially their younger siblings. Are they controlling towards their siblings, their younger siblings especially? How do they relate with their parents, their mother and father, their uncles and aunts? How do they relate with them? So if you notice that their family members are somewhat scared of them, especially like their younger siblings are somewhat scared of them, or that there's just something about the relationship they have with their family that is not right, I would say you should pay attention to that. Are they controlling or nasty to their siblings? Are they controlling or nasty to their parents? If they are, then please don't assume that they're not going to be like that with you in the future. The truth is, a lot of times, especially at the early points of of any relationship. I'm talking about relationships where you have control. The controlling partner will usually be very kind to you. So they may be acting controlling to others, but they won't be controlling to you, especially not in the beginning. With you, whatever it is, they want to do everything that they can to get you into their, and to sort of win you over to their side. So that's why I say also watch the way they treat their family. Now, apart from that, watch the way they relate with their colleagues. How are they with their colleagues? If they are entrepreneurs, they own their own businesses. How are their subordinates? How do their subordinates relate with them? It may not be very easy to find this out, but if you can, please do. Watch how their subordinates relate with them. Are their subordinates afraid of them? And when I say afraid, I don't mean that the respect. I'm not saying that do their subordinates respect them. I'm saying that they terrified of them, because of how badly they treat them. How do they relate with their subordinates at work? How do they relate with their peers at work? If there are people who do not relate well with people that they work with, please don't assume that they are going to treat you any differently, because all of these are signs of the type of people that they are. They're not suddenly going to change because they have met you, okay? The fourth group of people that I would say you should watch the way your partner relates with them, and this is very important, are people who have jobs that are not categorized as very esteemed jobs. I don't know how else to say it. So I'm talking about how do they relate with the waiter, how do they relate with the security guard, how do they relate with the receptionist, how do they relate with, those kinds of people. It's very important that you observe this, because anybody who is constantly getting into altercations with these people, or who is constantly nasty with these types of people, chances are the person is a controlling person, okay? And the reason they feel they can do that is because they feel that those people are less than them. Now, of course, they will give you reasons why they keep getting into altercations with them. They'll say, oh, she didn't do her job right, or he didn't bring the meal I asked for, or this and that. But you see your partner, for instance, pour a glass of wine at a waiter, and you still keep dating the person. Please don't assume that they're not going to do something like that to you in the future. If they are nasty to this kind of people, to staff of organizations, they go to an organization, they're nasty to the staff or whatever, please know that this person is most likely a controlling person. Please don't ignore it. If they're constantly having altercations with people that we consider to be, lower, please pay very close attention to it. Now, I mentioned those 4 groups, but there are many more groups of people that you need to, watch the way your partner relates with, because the way they relate with others is eventually how they are going to relate with you. I did a video on the early signs of a controlling partner. I'm going to link that up. Please watch it after this one, because there I also detail a couple of things that are really, really early warning signs that your partner is going to be a controlling person. Because being in a relationship with a controlling person is extremely, extremely dangerous, because these people will go to any lengths to get what they want at all times. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one, and bye-bye.